Bob, I want you to share with the viewers. That was a great conversation. I really enjoyed the more you told me about it. You have developed a unique organization, including members who are they're cattle producers, maybe seed stock producers, supplier, feed yards, nutritional product suppliers, and the cornerstone really is the data retrieval, as you talked about, and the analysis. Share with us how have you put all that together with the beef connection?
Well, let's start with the first step. For us, it is data retrieval and analysis, and the first step for us is the calf. And as Sarah alluded to, getting documentation. For us, it's all about documentation. So let's start with age of source first. And our first step is to get that calf's birth date, get it documented. Now in our system, we're going to pull data back from that calf when he's eventually harvested, bring him back to the mama, to the dam. So calf birth date, and then information on the dam. So that's the two critical components for us, and that's going to lead us into age and source verification. I'm going to come around to that point in a few minutes about how that tops everything off. The second part of this thing for the Beef Connection members is nutrition. In the first part of our program, we talked about nutrition, the need for nutrition, and the ability to unlock the genetic potential of those cattle. Now, we are very data-driven, and hats off to the Angus Association. They've given us the largest database to work from in EPDs. So we know that we can build superior cattle. We know that. We also know that if we use nutrition to unlock those potential in those cattle, we can achieve some super animals. And I like to, the Vita Ferm products have allowed us to do that, to unlock those genetic potentials. And when I say that, I'm talking about things like building structural integrity, strong organs, tremendous rumen. All those things are needed to build that superior feeder calf. So when Ron sees it, he can feed it and make money on it. So that's where this nutritional component fits in. And I liken to this putting this whole package together. And you and I spoke about the analysis of a car, of a window sticker. In our world, we use that data to create or to build this perfect feeder calf. We use the data to define what that feeder calf is based on historical data. And those things that the genetic potential we unlock are things like feed efficiency, so that we see feed efficiency, these feeder calves at a 5.5 to 1 conversion, capacity that has our steers finishing at 1,375 pounds. Just like you would see on a car, the feed efficiency relates to fuel efficiency.
Sure.
Capacity, what's my towing capacity? What's the capacity of this calf? All those we'll call accessories, carcass merits. Do they grade CAB? Are they high choice? And at the end of that, we have this agent source verification stamp that goes on it. And on that sticker on the window, it speaks to destination. When we wrap that all together and put the agent source verified sticker on there, it's worldwide.
Right.
Super product, able to go anywhere in the world.
And you told me that your son, you took your son buying a truck. There were 4, I think, black pickups side by side. And you said, son, how do you know which pickup you're going to buy? By the window sticker. Same with cattle. Exactly
the same. If there's no window sticker, what do you know? So we build that window sticker, put that on the side of a calf, present it to a market where Ron or any other feeder's at, and we can present the right product to that market. So that's the premise of our program.
Wow, I think that's just outstanding. It makes a lot of sense when you put it that way. Let's give our telephone number once again. If you're just joining us on RFD-TV Live, we are with the Vita Ferm Angus Hour here, and our second panel joining us to talk about how you put that nutrition to work and more money in your pocket through age and source verification. Questions you might have for our panel, call that toll-free number, 877-731-6733. Telephone lines open now, and we'll be glad to hear from you tonight. 877-731-6733. Let's go to you, Ron, and Beef Northwest, and one of the nation's leading feed operations. We're great to have you here. I understand that the company uses age and source verification extensively out there in Oregon and Washington.
We do, and it's becoming more popular, Mark. I want to go back to Bob's analogy with the sticker on the cars. We have a set of cattle in our feedlot right now, 500 head. They've got all the whistles and buzzers and everything. We're starting to harvest those cattle. And they graded 47% CAB. They're going 80% choice, and they're $4 a hundredweight over the average market. That's $50 a head. On 500 head, that's 25,000 bucks. So they're good cattle, but how do we make them better? They're Angus source. So what we're doing is we're taking individual carcass data on those cattle, and we're taking it back to the bulls that they're using, and we're looking at how can we tweak these cattle to make them better? How can we unlock that profit potential with that herd? And when we go back to the rancher, we say, well, maybe these cattle graded well, but we didn't have enough 1s and 2s. So we're going to try to get better ribeye areas. So it really gives him a management tool. And then what we're going to do, and we do, is we take that data and take it against the CAB database and do comparisons, benchmarking comparisons on those cattle against national averages, some of the best cattle in the country, and see how they do, and see where their shortfalls are and their good points. And from that, we build a better herd and unlock that profit potential.
And you're encouraging, with the Angus source now, you're encouraging the ranchers you work with to look at that opportunity. It is an opportunity with dollars that are very impressive.
It's an opportunity for the whole industry, Mark, not only for the producer. Like Sarah and Bob said, it starts with the producer, but if we buy the cattle, we make more money with the cattle, and the packer makes more money with the cattle. So it's for the whole industry.
Very good. We're going to begin taking telephone calls here, and we've invited our callers to call in. They're doing so. We're getting you all lined up. We're going to take a break here and come back and talk more with our members of Vita Ferm and the American Angus Association and producers right there in the front lines who are putting age and source verification to use and seeing the results firsthand. But we're going to take our last break here and come back and take your phone calls and talk more. You're watching the Vita Ferm Angus Hour here on RFD-TV, Rural America's most important network. Stay with us.